Signy here, and today I'm going to be reading Squirrels on Skis by J. Hamilton Ray, but inspired by Dr. Seuss. Nobody knew how the mania grew. First there was one, and then there were two. Three more came gliding from under the trees. Look, on the hill, those are squirrels on skis. Below lay the town, snow-covered and still. Not a sound could be heard. All was silent until... Swish! Swooped the skiers, all dressed for play. 85 squirrels and more on the way, and each of them balanced on two little skis, wearing muffs on their ears and pads on their knees, and all of them holding two tiny poles, which they stuck in the snow, making two tiny holes. As the townsfolk awoke, rubbing sleep from their eyes, they peeked out the windows, and what a surprise! Wherever they looked, there were squirrels on skis, skiing in groups of 6s and 3s. They skied through the green in the town center's mall. They skied down the roof of the great village hall. They skied by a church that was filling with people. One squirrel climbed up, and he skied down the steeple. They skied through the yards of the town's well-to-do. They knocked down a snowman and a garbage can, too. With a swish and a swoop and a crackle and crunch, they had so much fun skiing, they forgot to eat lunch. More and more squirrels on more and more skis. Somebody stop them, somebody, please. So the mayor called a meeting, but there was no agreeing on the best way to keep all those squirrels from skiing. Let's ask Stanley Powers, said a man dressed in blue. He's a pest control guy. He'll know what to do. Mr. Powers stood up to make his proposal. There are many good ways to do squirrel disposal. There are poisons and traps, and zappers are nice, but I'd recommend my new vacuum device. That's cruel, said a tall man named Christopher Luntz. Then everyone started to talk all at once. The mayor just sighed, his face full of gloom. Then a voice shouted, "Stop!" from the back of the room. It was Sally Sue Breeze. She could not have been shorter, but everyone listened because she's a reporter. Haven't you noticed? These squirrels aren't eating. They're growing quite thin from this non-stop competing. We have to find out where they're getting their skis and stop all this nonsense before they all freeze. Very well, said the mayor. You've got 24 hours. After that, I'm afraid, we must call Mr. Powers. Sally followed the tracks of the squirrels on skis, back up the hill and on through the trees, and over a bridge to the edge of the town, where a very old building was half falling down. Above the front door, against the red bricks, a faded sign read, "Acme Popsicle Sticks." Just at that moment, a rabbit hopped out. "Skis for sale, lady," he said with a shout. 10 acorns apiece, a full pair for 20. Step right on up, as you see, I have plenty. And there, sure enough, lay a big pile of sticks, and right there beside them, a stack of toothpicks. "Toothpicks for ski poles," said Sally Sue Breeze, "and popsicle sticks that you've made into skis?" Then something else caught little Sally Sue's eyes, a pile of nuts at least 7 feet high. "So the squirrels have paid you with nuts, you big cheat. Now the squirrels have skis, but they've got nothing to eat." "Out of control," she said with a frown. "Those squirrels on skis are wrecking our town." "I can't be blamed," the rabbit protested. "If you want them to stop, then have them arrested." "Ha," Sally said. "You know perfectly well that these toothpicks and sticks are not yours to sell. They were left here last year when the factory shut down. Ever since then, they belonged to the town. The idea was coming to Sally Sue Breeze, how to save both the town and the squirrels on skis. I'll forget what you did if you help make this right, but we have to work fast because we haven't much light. Back in the town, the poor mayor was pacing. Around him the squirrels on skis were still racing. Go away, squirrels, go away, please. Mr. Powers is coming. Go back to your trees. Powers arrived with his vacuum device. He took careful aim. He was oh so precise. But before he could start it, the sky filled with snow, and off in the distance there came a warm glow. Stopped skiing to sniff the cold air. The smell of roast acorns was now everywhere. None of them waited to see what it meant. They raced out of town to follow the scent. They were so very hungry and so very cold. They skied holding hands. What a sight to behold! Over one final drift of the thickening snow, they skied right on up to that welcoming glow. And there stood the rabbit with sweet Sally Sue, roasting the nuts on a big barbecue. Sally spoke first. Come, please, take a seat. Warm your feet by the fire and have something to eat. So all of the squirrels shook off their skis and sat by the fire near Sally Sue Breeze. The white rabbit served them his favorite treats, roast acorns and chestnuts with carrots and beets. And after a nap, they wanted to ski, so Sally Sue told them, please follow me. There around the corner, where the factory once stood, was a shiny new ski lodge made of red bricks and wood. On the front was a sign, painted only that day. It said, Welcome to Bushy Tail Great Ski Chalet. To the side of the building were 4 snowy ropes, which Sally had marked off with 4 colored ropes. The squirrels jumped off to put on their skis. You must follow the rules, called out Sally Sue Breeze. Eat 3 meals a day. Don't forget to sleep, please. If you go into town, you must take off your skis. When the mayor heard the plan, his reaction was swift. On behalf of this town, we shall make this a gift. So that's how the squirrels got their own ski chalet, and they're skiing there still to this very day. As for the rabbit, you may like to know, he runs a cafe right there in the snow. So if you should be in the neck of his woods, be sure to stop by to sample his goods. And ask for a seat by the evergreen trees with an excellent view of those squirrels on skis. The end.